How you doing, guys? This is IntoCryptoSpace, and we're going to be discussing the GameStop AMC squeeze. It's going to be very interesting the next couple of weeks. Beyond that, we have a live stream from the man himself, from the group themselves, where we're just going to do a react video to the video that he had just posted, and then hopefully I can meet you at their live stream. It's going to be very interesting. They have been here 22 hours before. As soon as the live stream schedule went up, they have been going crazy. It is on slow mode, and just look at these comments pouring in, and it's just been nonstop. What a community! This is great. Let's watch this video just for a reaction. All right, let's get to it.
Guys, dude, the GameStop thing just keeps on getting crazier and crazier this week. And the internet is full of people that have no idea what they're talking about. Mainstream media is lying through their teeth. I'm going to fill you in on what's actually going on as someone who has been here the whole time. Because first off, it's running so hard right now that it halted again. And they're actually saber rattling as though Roaring Kitty is manipulating the market and causing this price run. Bro, the whole reason why we are all pissed is because we don't affect the price at all. Our trades don't even go to the market. Just the institutions push it all around with their big money while they put our orders away into dark pools that don't actually affect the prices. The whole thing is rigged. And if you don't believe me, here is the head of the SEC telling you that.
When you place a market order in the US, a market order at a retail platform, well over 90% of those trades go straight to the dark market, to a wholesaler that bought that order flow rather than competing trade by trade.
Look at that face right there. That's the face.
I have to say, I didn't know that. I know there was manipulation. I knew, about, the short squeezes, the synthetic shares that they play around with. But I didn't even know that. So when you try to buy on Robinhood, you try to buy any of these platforms, it's not even going on a competitive basis on live. It's going right to the dark web 95% of the time. That's insane. That's insane.
Case of what the fuck did you just say? So right there, Gary Gensler has just debunked all of the mainstream narrative about what's happening this last month with GameStop. Really, it debunked the entire narrative for the last 3 years that this is a meme stock caused by our sentiment, caused by us trading it. No, it's not. The term meme stock was invented by the financial media in order to teach you to not pay attention to this, because our trades don't affect the price. The only thing our trades do is they trap the short sellers that were manipulating the price into a really bad situation, and they had to move all of their shorts into crazy weird derivatives to hide the short interest. And when you put all your shorts, like lots of them, like way more than number of shares that exist, when you hide them in derivatives and swaps, suddenly the price gets really fucking weird. Meme stocks aren't because meme investors are affecting the market. We don't affect the market. Meme stocks are because crime is happening behind the scenes.
Crazy,
and
right?
That is making the price do crazy fucking things.
He's explaining it really well.
Trapped in their criminal wiggling for so long that something is breaking. So the next narrative they're pushing out is that E-Trade, his brokerage, is going to kick him off their platform for posting his position, as though it's illegal to talk about the stocks that you like and to post memes and positions. Isn't the whole point of what the SEC is trying to do to increase transparency in the markets? Isn't the whole job of the financial media to tell you what to buy and sell so that the market makers, the institutions, can use you as entrance and exit liquidity and take your money? Don't believe me? Here's our buddy Jim doing that over and over.
Jim Cramer's worst picks of all time. I gotta say right up front, when our research team started really looking into this,
Ben.
got downright impressive. Jim Cramer said the Tesla IPO was not a smart investment.
But after it comes public, listen, Tesla's a sell. You don't want to own this stock. You don't want to lease it. Heck, you shouldn't even rent the darn thing.
It's almost better just to do exactly opposite.
Sounds more like a...
So, not to talk over Ben, I guess there's a thing called the Jim inverse, the Cramer inverse, where statistically, if you did the exact opposite from what Cramer had stated or suggested, you would be more in profit. You'd have more profit on your portfolio if you just didn't listen and did exactly the opposite of what he said. So they're discussing the Kramer curse, but
Meme coin pump and dump than a nationally broadcast financial opinion show.
Now, nothing lasts forever, including the Marcus love affair with Magnificent Seven. But the bottom line, until we turn the corner in the pandemic, the earnings themselves are simply an abstraction for these thesis stocks. And any disappointment is simply one more reason to buy them.
7 stocks he picked were Netflix, Roku, Tesla, Peloton, Square, PayPal, and Zoom. And since Jim gave them his blessing, the Kramer curse has crushed almost all of them. Netflix down 60%, Roku 70%, Peloton 80%, PayPal and Zoom 65%. Interestingly, Square rebranded to the block, perhaps trying to avoid the curse of the Kramer, but despite their best efforts, they're still down 60%. The only one of the Magnificent Seven that is up is Tesla. But Jim covered himself on that one too by saying on January 3rd of this year that Tesla is not a buy, right before the stock pumped nearly 70%.
But don't worry, all the institutions that are telling Kramer what to say had already made their plays and were ready for the stock price to go down because they needed you to buy it so they could sell it to you and make money. Think about it. The media's job is to lie in every aspect. And in the financial media, that is the most important media to control because it's all about money. And the whole point of mainstream financial media is to mislead the public so that the wealthy that own the publications can get wealthier at your expense. So yeah, I'm just here to tell you that if you're on the team that is not Roaring Kitty right now, you're on the wrong team. This has always been regular people against the big banks and the big institutions, and they have done everything they possibly can to try to trick you into thinking otherwise. Keith is not pumping and dumping. He's not here just to get rich. He's not here to sell on you.
Rowan Kitty
He's just here
is
to
Keith,
post
I
memes
believe.
and have a great time and laugh.
He's
at
part of
how
the
fucked up
movement.
All of this is, and whatever else he's here to do, he'll probably let you know tomorrow. So, this is your daily reminder to not trust anything the media says, to not trust any influencer who has an outside take who has clearly not been here for years, because they have no idea what they're talking about. The details are extremely complex, and you'd have had to be here for 3 years watching, researching, learning in order to understand it. But the play is actually really simple. A bunch of greedy motherfuckers shorted a company that they were sure they were going to bankrupt. And they shorted it so much that they had no way to exit their position without blowing themselves up. We caught them. We bought the stock, we held the stock, and they couldn't get out. They tried to trick you. They tried to pretend like they did get out, but all they did was hide their positions in weird, complex derivatives and swaps. And those swaps have been making meme stocks go crazy for the last 3 years. Oh, and by the way, during those last 3 years, this guy came along and turned the company around. It is now profitable. It has no debt. They have $2 billion of cash in the bank. They're not going anywhere. We've been watching, we've been learning, and we're still holding. There's only one way for them to get out of their trade, and that's to close their shorts. The only problem is they have to buy our shares from us in order to do it. And we're not selling, because this is a lot of fun.
So going into just the overall share price, AMC is at $5.15 as of yet. It's a little sold off for this morning, but this again could be manipulation. It was at a high, and I don't know why Robinhood does this. I wonder why. But last night during after hours, it was well above. I think it had touched $6.70. Of course, it doesn't want to show that because it doesn't want to show more how bullish it is. But with that being said, GameStop had hit. I think it was right. So it was roughly around here. I think it got up to $68. You know, again, a little bit of a sell-off. You're gonna have the people that are scared that it's gonna crash, and you're gonna have the people manipulating. Other than that, I'll be very excited to see what's gonna happen this morning. Regardless, in terms of my own strategy, I have calls for AMC. I have shares of AMC. I do plan on getting some GameStop because I want to encourage and participate in the degen space, but like I said, like Rowan Kitty has said, it's all community, and you can tell, like I said, still going strong, and as it gets closer to this live stream, it's gonna be very fun. 20,000 people watching currently, and it's still an hour away, 4 hours away, which is insane. So it's looked like they're going live noon Eastern, and again, today is Friday, June 7th, 2024. The live stream will be at noon Eastern. Everything will be posted below between his video, the live stream. Come through, support the community. This is what it's all about. Against, going against the hedge funds, the people with billions of dollars trying to manipulate and control everything. As always, guys, do your own research. This isn't financial advice. Make sure you're convicted in your plays. And even if you don't necessarily want to put money into it, that's fine. Doesn't mean that you can't support the community. This is going to be a community-ran project, initiative, and I just generally love being a part of these communities because of how crazy and how hype things can get. So, IntoCryptoSpace here. Until next time.